This is Chapter 3, Lesson 7, Divide Decimals by Whole Numbers. So again, we're dividing. Your code word for today is duck. You can follow along with me on page 233. This is letter E. Remember when I stated that whatever number comes first, that's going to be inside our dividing sign. So 3.49 is going to be on the inside, and my 4 is going to be on the outside. Again, that is the case for these problems in this chapter. Our first step whenever we divide decimals is to bring our decimal point straight up into our answer. Once we do that, we can simply now divide. 4 cannot go into 3, but 4 can go into 34, and it goes in 8 times. 8 times 4 is 32, and I'm subtracting just like I did in the last chapter. 4 minus 2 is 2, and 3 minus 3 is 0. 2 is less than 4, so I know I did it correct. Now I'm going to bring down the 9. 4 goes into 29 7 times. Again, if you do not know that, you can do the multiplication on the side. 4 times 7 is 28, and we subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1, 2 minus 2 is 0. Now, whenever we deal with decimals, we cannot have remainders. So my next step is to actually put a 0 in and bring it down. 4 goes into 10. Well, 4 can go into 10 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract again. 10 minus 8 is 2. Still, we cannot have a remainder, so I need to bring another 0 down. When I bring that other 0 down, 4 goes into 20 evenly 5 times. So 4 times 5 is 20. And as soon as we have a 0 down there, we know our answer is done. So my answer is 0.8725. You need to keep going. You cannot have remainders. So we'll need to add, like we did, those zeros. You can follow along on page 233. This is letter F. Now remember, once again, we have that 55.08 in the beginning, that's what goes inside our dividing sign. So we have that is our dividend if we're going back to our vocabulary, and the 17 is our divisor. Remember, our first step whenever we divide decimals is to bring that decimal point straight up. Now we can divide like we would normally. 17 times what gives us 55? Well, 3 gets us close. If you do not know that, you should do the multiplication on the side. 17 times 3 is 51. Subtract that. 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 5 is 0. My next step is to bring that 0 down. 17 goes into 40 twice. 17 times 2 is 34. Subtract that. I need to borrow. 10 minus 4 is 6. 3 minus 3 is 0. My last step, bring down the 8. 17 can go into 68 evenly 4 times. So 4 times 17 is 68. Subtract that, we get 0. For this problem, my answer is 3.24. I didn't have to add on any zeros because I had that 0 there.